हेलो बच्चों, वेलकम बैक टू योर फेवरेट यूट्यूब चैनल लर्निंग साइंस विद सीके। बच्चों, टिल नाउ वी हैव completed the first chapter, nutrition in plants, of class 7th science. Okay, and under that chapter we have studied about the various mode of nutrition in plants, especially plants, and we have also included we have studied about autotrophs, heterotrophs, then saprotrophs, parasitic mode of nutrition. Okay, that all about the plants. And today we are going to start the second chapter, that is nutrition in animals. In this chapter we will study especially the various mode of nutrition in animals. Okay, as we have studied in the last chapter about the plants, same like that, we will study nutrition in animals. And after studying various mode of nutrition in animals, we will study about the digestion in human. Okay, we will study full digestive system of human being, and step by step we will study all the organelles present in the digestive system of human being. And we will start from the buccal cavity, and that is mouth and buccal cavity. Here we will study the types of teeth, and the various regions of taste buds in our tongue. Okay, and we will also study that how digestion starts in our mouth. Okay, after that, after studying buccal cavity and mouth, we will study about the esophagus. Then we will study stomach. Okay, in stomach we will study that how digestion starts happens in stomach, and what is the structure of the stomach. Okay, then comes small intestine, and we will get to know how digestion and absorption starts in small intestine. Then after that we will study the large intestine. Okay, here we will complete the digestive system in human being. After that we will study about the digestive system in grass eating animals, and we will take the example of cow, and we will study the whole system, digestive system of cow. After that we will study the single cellular organism amoeba, that how a single cellular organism like amoeba doing his completing his nutrition. What is the mode of nutrition in amoeba, how the digestion and absorption takes place in amoeba. Okay, and after the studying these all, we will get to know the various mode of nutrition in animals. So bachcho, be with me and open your book, and we will learn line by line, step by step. And after studying this chapter, you will be confident and you have all the knowledge about this chapter. So be with me, and we are going to continue in the chapter. Okay, so let's come to the book. Hello bachcho, so as I told you, we are going to study this chapter, nutrition in animals. So nutrition in animals means what? Animals, as we know that all the living organisms require energy, nutrition for various completing their life processes, breathing, respiration, digestion, assimilation, and movement, for various types of movement. Okay, and for growth and reproduction. For all these things, all living organisms need nutrition. In the last chapter we have studied that how plants take their nutrition, and in this chapter we are studying nutrition in animals. Okay, so as we know that plant can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot. Okay, plant can synthesize their food, but animals cannot, because animals don't have chlorophyll and don't have ability to do photosynthesis. So animals get their food from where? They get their food from plants, either directly or by eating plants or indirectly by eating other animals that eat plants. Okay, as I told you in the last chapter about a food web where grass is being eaten by insects, and insects is being eaten by frog, and frog is eaten by snake. So eating frog, but snake do not eat plants, but indirectly it snake also depends on plants, because without plants insects and frog cannot survive. That's the same way animals are dependent on other plants by directly eating them or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. Okay, some animals eat both plant and animals. For example, we are eating both plant and animal. Recall that all organisms, including humans, require food for growth, as we have talked already about it, for repair, growth, and functioning of their body. Now, animal nutrition includes nutrients. Nutrients, in the last chapter we have studied, बच्चों, about the nutrients. What are the important nutrients which is required by any living organisms? Those are, do you tell me? Those are carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and water. Okay. Now, these are called component of food. And some of the component of food, for example, carbohydrate, are what? They are complex substances. Normally, plants synthesize starch, and that is also a type of carbohydrate, but it is a complex substance. These complex substance cannot be utilized as such. Okay, this substance we cannot starch, but we cannot digest starch directly, so either we are cooking them or that's why we are cooking them before eating. Okay, so they are broken down into simpler substance. The breakdown of complex component of food into simpler substance is called digestion. So what is digestion? As we know, बच्चों, that whatever we are eating, that goes to our stomach, starting from the buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach. It goes to the stomach and digestion takes place. Digestion is a what? Breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substance. Simpler substance are the level of the simplest form of the substance that can be absorbed by our body for utilization. Okay, so we need to digest the food after eating it. Okay, now here is the example of symbolic example of complex substances. How complex substances are? Simple substances combined together by some bonding, and here these are the free molecules, simpler form. It is called simpler form. They are not bonded, and this is the form which can be absorbed by our body. Okay, now different way of taking food. As बच्चों we know that animals have different types of way of they taking food, because their physical structure is morphological structure, anatomical structure is different. Okay, for example, bees and hummingbird. Have you seen hummingbird and bees? They suck the nectar. Okay, they suck the nectar of the flowers of plants. Okay, they have the sucking. Their mouth is in the shape that they can suck. Okay, then next example, infants of human and many other animals feed on mother's milk. As बच्चों we know that infants of human and many other animals, they cannot eat food and digest it, so they are dependent on mother's milk. Now, snakes. How snakes are taking their food? Snake like python, they swallow the animals they prey upon. They directly swallow the food to their prey. Okay, they are not chewing, they are not sucking. Okay, they are swallowing. Some aquatic animals filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. And when we talk about aquatic animals, how they are taking their food, they are filtering. They are filtering the food particles which is present floating in the nearby water, and by the process of filtration which goes through their mouth, they filter the small organism and food particles and digest them food and feed upon them. Okay, now there is a activity 2.1. What is the activity? Here we have a table and we have to fill this. How we will fill this? Just see what is there. Name various mode of feeding. How these animals are feeding themselves. Okay, we have to tell. What we have to tell? The kind of food means what they are eating, and mode of feeding, that how they are ingesting, in taking inside their food. Okay, so snail, how snail is taking their food? Kind of food, what type of food is used by snail? Snails are eating grass. By the mode of feeding is scraping. Okay, the way they are taking their food, that process is called scraping. Okay, now ant you have seen ant, what they are eating? They are eating insects and other things also. And by how they have chewing, biting and chewing like structure in their mouth, so they are chewing the food. Eagle, how eagle is taking their food? Eagle, what they are eating? They are eating flesh, mans. Okay, dead animals, living animals also, small animals. How? By swallowing. They have pick. Okay, they are swallowing the food. Next, hummingbird. Have you seen hummingbird? It has long beak and its food is nectar. Okay, nectar. And how it is taking its food? By sucking. Then lice is also a flying insect, and its food is blood. It's taking the blood of animals. How? By swallowing. Okay, then mosquito, how mosquito is taking its food? Mosquito takes its food. What is the food of mosquito? It is blood. You know, all you have suffered of mosquito, and it is how it is taking its food? By sucking. Next, butterfly. Butterfly food is nectar. Okay, and the process through which mode of feeding is siphoning, or it is also they have siphon like structure, so it is called siphoning. And how, what they are doing? They are sucking the liquid part, nectar. Next, housefly kind of food is decaying material, food items. Okay, and mode of feeding is by sponging. They have sponge like structure which absorb the liquid part. Okay, so this is the name of animal, kind of food and mode of feeding. Next, what is there? Wow, special amazing fact. We have a amazing fact, and it is about starfish. Have you seen a starfish? They have a special mode of feeding. Okay, they have special method of feeding. Okay, how they are taking their food? Starfish feed on animals covered by hard shells of calcium carbonate. Okay, starfish feeds on animals. Normally starfish is found in where? It is found in marine water, and there its feed on animals which are covered with calcium hard shell. There is a covering on those animals to which starfish feeds, and those hard shells are made of calcium carbonate. So how they are taking food, how starfish takes food? After opening the shell, the starfish poops out. Okay, first of all, starfish opens the shell and then poops out. Poops out is takes out his its stomach. Okay, through their mouth, through its mouth. Okay, you can see the video related with how starfish eats, how starfish takes his food. So starfish poops out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft animal inside the shell. First of all, what starfish is doing? Starfish is just to open the shell of those animals, then poops out its stomach to the soft part of that animal, and then it takes goes back into the body, and food is slowly digested. Okay, it takes all the soft part of those animals inside its stomach, take in the stomach, and again its stomach goes back to its position through their mouth. Okay, so these starfish have special uh, mode of nutrition. Okay, which would take a long breath. Okay, now we will study digestion in humans. How digestion takes place in we humans. We take in food through the mouth. As बच्चों, you know, we are eating food through our mouth by grasping using our hands. Okay, and then what happening? It digests in our stomach, and then it can be in usable form that can be absorbed by our body and can be utilized. The unused parts. Okay, the unused part is the part which is after digestion the residue is left, that is unused part. What happened to the unused part? The unused parts of the food are defecated. Okay, that is defecated. Have you ever wondered what happens to the food inside the body? But do you know what happens to the food inside our body when we take food through our mouth? Then what happens? We should know. Okay, the food passes through a continuous canal. Okay, figure 2.2. Here you can see that this is the buccal cavity. Okay, this is this region. This region is buccal cavity. Here teeth is present, tongue is present, and salivary glands are also present. Salivary glands are releasing saliva which help and making the food soft. Okay, so digestion starts in our mouth. It starts from our mouth only. Okay, after buccal cavity it goes through a long structure, long pipe like structure. We will study about it step by step. First of all, I will tell you the name of the various parts. So this is the buccal cavity. Then comes is the oesophagus. Oesophagus is a tubular structure which connect stomach. Stomach is a ball-shaped structure where food is stored and being digested. After partial digestion, it goes to the small intestine, and this tubular coil-like structure is what? This is small intestine. Okay, bachcho. Again, here digestion and absorption takes place. Then it attached with large intestine, and in large intestine, undigested part, water absorption, this takes place. Okay, and after after undigested part is released through anus. Okay, this is the structure. We will study step by step every structure. So the canal, this canal, all this part is this tubular structure is canal. So the canal can be divided into various compartments. These are divided in various compartments starting from buccal cavity. I have shown you, here is the buccal cavity. Next, after buccal cavity, food pipe or oesophagus. I have shown you here the oesophagus. It is the oesophagus tubular food. It is also called food pipe. Next come is stomach. Okay, here is the stomach. Bowl-like structure is stomach. Next is small intestine. Here is the small intestine. You can see here small intestine. I have shown you this tubular pipe-like structure is small intestine ending in rectum. Okay, small intestine connect with large intestine. Here is the large intestine. This thick pipe-like structure, and then there is large intestine ending in rectum. This region is called rectum, and rectum ends in anus. Anus is the external opening. Okay, so these parts together called alimentary canal or digestive tract. Okay, now the food component gradually get digested as food travel through the various compartments. The inner wall of the stomach and the small intestine and the various glands associated with the canal such as salivary gland, the liver and the pancreas secrete digestive juice. Okay, बच्चों, you know, for the digestion of food enzymes are required, and a release of enzyme starts from buccal cavity. Here salivary glands are present, and salivary glands releases saliva, and saliva has enzyme that is amylase. Amylase help in the digestion of carbohydrate. Then other glands are liver. Liver is here. Liver is the largest gland of our body, and it is approx 1.5 kg. And next is pancreas. Okay, pancreas is also a gland which releases digestive juice, and it releases various types of digestive juice for the digestion of protein. Okay, the digestive juice convert complex substances of food into simpler one. Okay, you know, as we talked earlier, that these digestive juices convert complex substances into simpler form, and simpler form can be absorbed by our body. So this whole structure is called digestive system. Now we will study the mouth. We will study step by step all the compartments of digestive system, and first compartment is mouth and buccal cavity. Here food is taken into body through the mouth. Okay, as you know, we are taking the food through the mouth. Next is the process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. Okay, ingestion is a process of taking food inside the body. Okay, so mode of ingestion in various animals is different types. Someone has sponging, siphoning, sucking. Okay, what we are doing, we chew the food with the teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. As we know, we have a set of teeth, and we have 4 set of teeth. Okay, this is called one set of teeth. Okay, this complete set is one set, and this one is the another set. So in our lower part we have 2 set of lower jaw, we have 2 set, and in the upper jaw the same
two sets are present, and these two teeth are of four types. Four types starting from incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. Okay, so we will study step by step that whose function is what. So incisor help in what? Incisor is help in cutting and biting to the food. Okay, and its number in the lower jaw is 2 in one side and another side it's 2. So in the lower jaw total 4 incisor are present, which are also called cutting and biting teeth. Okay, next in the upper jaw same set is present and total 8 are present. Total 8 incisors are present. Okay, next is piercing and tearing teeth. Piercing, the teeth used to pierce and tear, and its numbers are in lower jaw it is the set of, in one set it is 1, and as you know in our lower jaw there are two sets, so it is 2 in the lower jaw and 2 in the upper jaw, and its total 4. Now third type of teeth is that is called chewing and grinding teeth. The teeth which help in chewing and grinding, and these are of two types, premolar and molar. Okay, their numbers in one set there are 2 premolar and 3 molar. Okay, so in the lower jaw it's total 10 and upper jaw it's total 10. So all over it's 20. So premolar and molar count 20, and this complete set is of 32 teeth. And if you want to remember, then the formula of the teeth is what? 2 1 2 3. Okay, now starting from the incisor, there are 2 incisor, these 2 are incisor. Okay, so 2. Then canine 1, there is 1 canine, so 1. We are talking about one set of teeth. Now the number of premolar, these are 2, so here is 2. Then number of molars are 3, so it's 3. So formula of teeth is 2 1 2 3. Okay, so this is called dental formula also. Okay, by remembering these numbers you can write the number of incisor, canine, premolar and molar in our mouth. In one set there are 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolar and 3 molar, and there are 4 sets in our buccal cavity, so total it is 32 teeth. Okay, now there is activity to understand how digestion start in our buccal cavity, how amylase help digestion of carbohydrate, and for that you do a activity. And what you will do in the activity, just you take 2 test tubes. Okay, and in these 2 test tube you take little water, and in the little water just put in test tube A boiled rice and iodine solution. Okay, 2-3 drops iodine, put 2-3 drops iodine solution, and in the test tube B you just eat a small piece of you just take small amount of rice, in boiled rice, in your mouth, chew it for 1 minute 2-3 minutes. Okay, and then that chewed rice you put the chewed rice in this test tube. Okay, and also put few drops of iodine solution. Iodine solution is the indicator for the presence of starch. Okay, so if starch will be present then it will show blue and black color, and if starch will convert in a smaller form, then it will disappear. Okay, so after doing this activity, you will get to know that in the boiled rice there is iodine solution, so blue and black color means there is no digestion have not done. Okay, but in the test tube B you have taken the chewed rice, and first of all it will be little blue and black, but as time passes its color will fade and also disappear. It shows that these starch, that is a complex carbohydrate, is converted into simpler form. So you can get to know that in our mouth the saliva help in the digestion of starch, okay, or sugar. Saliva breaks the starch into sugar. Sugar is a um, uh, sugar and starch both are carbohydrate, but starch is a complex carbohydrate and sugar is the simpler form. It is also called disaccharide. Sugar is disaccharide and starch is called polysaccharide. Okay, because it is a complex substance. Now you get to know about the how digestion saliva help in the digestion through this activity 2.3. Now sweets and tooth decay, which you will get to know that how sweets uh, decays our tooth. Okay, you have also, many of you are suffering from tooth decay, and this happens because of eating too much acidic and sweet food particles. Okay, normally what happens, bacteria are present in our mouth but they are not harmful. Okay, however, if we do not clean our teeth and mouth after eating, many harmful bacteria also begin to live and grow in it. Okay, what happens that if we are not washing our mouth after eating the food, then many harmful bacteria are also growing in our buccal cavity, in our gum and tooth. Okay, normally bacteria which are present in our mouth are not harming us, but if we will not wash our mouth after eating, then some harmful bacteria will also grow and that will harm us. How they will harm us? These bacteria break down the sugar present from the leftover food and release acid. Okay, the main reason behind decaying of the tooth is acid. And where from these acids come? These acids come from the left food particles that is being digested by these harmful bacteria. They convert them into sugar. Okay, into simpler acidic, they convert the sugar into some acid form. Okay, they release acid and these acid gradually damage the teeth. Okay, acids are damaging the teeth. Okay, they are breaking the enamel of our tooth and this is called tooth decay. So bachcho, what you should do, you should always wash your mouth after eating food. Okay, if it is not treated in time, it causes severe toothache and extreme cases result in tooth loss. Okay, many of you have suffered because of this. That's why it is said that chocolate, sweet, soft drink and other sugar products are the major culprit of tooth decay. So bachcho, please avoid using these things for in large amount, and if you are taking these after eating or drinking, wash your mouth properly. Okay, therefore one should clean the teeth with a brush or datun and dental floss. Okay, and this is a special treatment that you should every day do after brushing day and in the morning, and before sleeping you should do using brush or datun. Okay, so this is very important bachcho. Now come we will learn the regions, okay, in our tongue, that how tongue help us in um, recognizing the taste of the food, okay, by doing this activity. What is the activity? Prepare a separate sample each of sugar solution, salt, lemon juice, juice of crushed neem leaf or bitter gourd. This is for separate different taste. One for sugar, next salty taste, and another one is acidic, means which type of sour taste, and juice of crushed neem, that is for bitter taste, okay. Blindfold one of your classmate and ask him to take out the tongue and keep it in a straight and flat position, okay. आपको क्या करना है बच्चों, किसी अपने मित्र को जो है आपको जो है कहना है कि वो जो है अपना टंग को बाहर करे, और उस पे आप जो है क्या करना है आपको, यूज ए क्लीन टूथपिक टू पुट द above sample one by one on different area of the tongue as shown in figure, okay. Use a new toothpick for each sample, okay. By doing this you will get to know that which part of our tooth is responsible for sweet, sour, bitter, or okay, different type of taste, okay. Ask the classmate which area of the tongue could detect the sweet, salty, sour and bitter substance, okay. You can do it with your friend, this activity, and after doing this please tell me that what your result you got, okay. Next point we will study bachcho is food pipe, that is oesophagus, okay. Oesophagus, here is the structure of oesophagus. This region is called oesophagus, okay. Here bachcho you can see there is a food bolus that goes through the oesophagus to the stomach, and this is a active movement, okay. Oesophagus help in the movement of food, and it always moves the food in downward, but whenever we are vomiting, the food movement takes place from lower region to the upper region towards our mouth, okay. So what happens in oesophagus? The swallowed food passes into the food pipe or oesophagus, okay. It's there are two names, in either it is called food pipe or oesophagus. The food pipe run along the neck. It start from this neck region to the stomach, okay, and passes through the chest, okay. Food is pushed down by the movement of the wall of the food pipe. Bachcho, this wall of the food pipe, which is a muscular structure, help in the movement of food, okay. Actually this movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downward. Its function is to move the food downward. At times the food is not accepted by our stomach and is vomiting out, okay. Sometimes what happens, when we are feeling bad, food is not accepted by our stomach, then our esophagus move the food upward, okay, and that is called vomiting, okay. So bachcho, thank you for watching this video of this chapter, and this is the first part. I am covering this up to this in this first part of this video, okay. In the next video I will cover stomach and the other part of the digestive system in our body, okay. So you watch this video at least 3 times to recall everything that what we have studied till now. We have studied about we have studied nutrition in animals. Here we get to know the and we recalled the nutrients requirement. What are those nutrients? The 6 nutrients we discussed, and after that we get to know the various way of taking food by various animals, okay. Then we have studied about the special feeding habit of starfish. Okay. After that, we started our digestion in human being. Here we have talked about the various compartments of digestive system. We have observed this picture for this. Next, we have started step by step all the compartments starting from the mouth and buccal cavity. Here we get to know the how the ingestion takes place and the set of there is set of two teeth in our mouth, and we get to know about the dental formula also to remember this. Then we get to know that various types of teeth, that is cutting and biting, piercing and tearing, and chewing and grinding teeth. Next we have done an activity to prove that how saliva help in the digestion of starch. Okay, and how it means that digestion start in our mouth. Then we get to know about the sweets and how sweets is responsible for our tooth decay. Okay, then we have studied about the tongue, that our tongue have different regions which taste for different taste, and those different tastes are sugar, salt, lemon juice, and crushed bitter taste. Okay, salty taste, sugary sweet taste, then sour taste and bitter taste. So four types of taste we have done an activity, and I told you to write in the comment that which region is responsible for which type of taste, and in the next video I will start from here only. Okay, I will recall this thing. Okay, then we discussed about the food pipe, structure of food pipe, how movement of food takes place in the food pipe, and about the muscular structure of the esophagus. Okay, so bachcho, till now we have completed up to this. In the next video I will start from stomach onwards. Okay, so please bachcho, you see this video at least, watch this video at least 3 to 4 times, so that you will get you will be able to recall all the information that we have studied. Okay, okay bachcho, if some of you are new to this channel, please subscribe so that you will get the next video after one day. Okay, every second day I will post the video at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so be in the channel and watch all the video, and it will help you in this hazardous lockdown period to study from the home. Okay, and I am trying to help you to study better in the better way. थैंक यू बच्चों, मिलते हैं फिर नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।